Guys, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Happy Monday evening. I hope we're all okay. I hope we're all right. I hope the day has treated us all well and you've got outside and you had some of that sun because it was bloody gorgeous today. In this video, though, we are talking a weird one on Chiesa. So we've had some conflicting reports. I want to talk about a new report that's come out from Florian Plettenberg. I want to talk about Bryan Gil's deal and how there's conflicting reports about what that deal now looks like. I want to talk about a few other things. You'll see what I mean when I get there, all right? Just want to say that if you're watching this and you're new, subscribe. You're very much welcome to join us for the journey, and I apologise for that lazy intro. I just can't remember things off the top of my head, but it's all on my screen here. But I'm going to start with Chiesa. So look, we've been told there's been Italian reports saying that we're keen. There's been Alistair Gold saying he's not on Spurs' list. There's nothing there. Florian Plettenberg put out that Spurs have Spurs with concrete interest in Federico Chiesa this transfer window. The first talks with his agent Fama Ramadani, what a name, have started, but no concrete negotiations at this time. Now look, if I'm honest, I really just don't have a clue what's going on in this situation. Are we keen? Are we not keen? You've got Alistair Gold, who's obviously quite in the know in sort of the English side of Spurs' realm, saying not keen. You've got Italians and now Florian Plettenberg all saying, no, Spurs are keen. So obviously, let's play both sides. Let's start with Alistair Gold's side. So let's say we're not keen. If we're not keen, then it will push your mind towards maybe a Pedro Neto-esque move. It doesn't mean that's going to be the move, but it's just sort of the idea that I have around that. Play the opposite side and play the Italians and Plettenberg side. Are we not going to be able to get a Chiesa and a Neto, and Chiesa is actually the backup plan? Because we've seen from Paul O'Keefe, we've got 3 deals lined up, ready to go. We're just waiting on the other side to sell. So this is the third avenue. Are we still with those 3 going A-OK? And this is actually a fourth, or 3 are still there, but Spurs are a little bit antsy on one, and I think we'll do some work. We'll do some work on someone else just in case that was to fall through. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But I think probably this week, maybe early next week, I think Chiesa's future or so forth will have a bit more of a clear indication, regardless if it's us or not. I wasn't expecting to talk about that one, but it's come out from literally as I recorded this 9 minutes ago. So you can see how quickly it's come about. Sergio Reguilon. This is something that I didn't say in the intro, but it's something that we are going to talk about. So Sergio Reguilon news. So Fijayes saying that he could return to Sevilla in the coming days. Sevilla have got absolutely no money. It'll probably be a loan deal. And I just don't actually have a clue off the top of my head on his contract. I'm just literally bringing it up now. Sorry, apologies. Gosh, Sergio Reguilon's 27. That's mental. All right, so his contract expires next summer. So they either get rid of him for cheap or he's going on a free. That's the way that's going to be now. There's no in between. It's either he gets sold for a couple of million. I thought he actually had 2 years left in his deal. Didn't realize he only had 1 year, and I was thinking, I might get up 10 million. That was confident of me. You probably get up to 5 maximum, but there'll probably be a loan deal or something like that, and there's add-ons. You know what the Spanish sides are like. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. So talking Bryan Gil. So Alistair Gold talking about the Bryan Gil deal, saying that it looks like it's just a straight loan for Bryan Gil to Girona. No suggestion of options, obligations, or contract extension. So obviously that raises an alarm bell because we've had literally, obviously the same day, Fabrizio Romano coming out talking. I'm sorry, I'm just scrolling past Fabrizio Romano talking about Calafiori a million times. But he said about Bryan Gil's joining on loan from Spurs to Girona. His release clause in 2025 will be worth 15 million euros, and obviously that includes the idea that he's extended his contract. So again, conflicting reports from Alistair Gold and Fabrizio Romano as to, well, let's be honest, as to who's actually right. But he's gone anyway. Regardless, he has gone. That's it. Done deal. Move on. It's another one out of the door. Emerson, hopefully we get sorted ASAP as well. Regiulon would make that 11 outgoings this summer. that for me is a pretty damn good outgoing summer. But there's still more to do on the outgoings. But if you can do that much in one summer where you are moving off of Dyers and Perisic's, Tangangas and Sessions and Regiulons and Højbjergs, Rodens, Emersons, maybe Lo Celso's thrown in there as well. That's a pretty damn good going summer that you've actually cleared out a lot of people. And it's not like they've all gone on loan, and there's Ndombele obviously in that, but they're not all going on loan. It's just something you don't have to think about next summer, where next summer you've got a lot more of a clearer slate. We'll see on that one. A little bit on our new signing, Min-hyeok. I saw the report that he somewhat rejected a move to another top 6 teams. So Joel Kim, who is a journalist for the Korean national team, he said actually the other team was Man City. The understanding would be that City's plan was to buy him and then loan him to within the City football group, whereas Spurs had the idea that they actually want to get him in around the first team. So fair play. We've got Dragusin who rejected Bayern. We've got Bergvall who's rejected Barca. We're rejecting Man City now. Ange Paul is something to behold. I don't know how it works. I don't know what he does. I don't know how he says things, but it just works for some players, which is bonkers. Right, finishing off with something that Romano talked about. And he was talking about Spurs, and he said it's a possibility for Spurs to bring in a new midfielder after Pierre-Emile Højbjerg's exit. They still want to do something in the offensive positions as well. And he says that he thinks they will do something. This is the idea. One more offensive player, one more talented player. Obviously, I think people kind of took that as, we're going to sign one player. What? No, it means you're going to sign one attacking player. I did a video yesterday evening talking about how Spurs need to be looking at a left back. They still need to be looking at centre back. Still need to add another midfielder. And actually, it's been backed up and proven today that Spurs are still looking at midfielders. There's no true news that they're looking to add in a left back, other than about a month ago Paul O'Keefe saying that Spurs had looked at Bradley Locko, and that around that sort of time Patrick Dorgu as well. So look, I'm gonna be hopeful on the incoming side of things. I think we all should be. Let's try not to be doom and gloom about things. Let's see it on the Chiesa front. Obviously, that being part of the let's not be doom and gloom or overexcited or whatever you might feel about Chiesa, if he's injury prone or not. Let's see on him. The news on Eze is quieting down. The news on Tony's quieting down. The news on Santiago Jimenez hasn't been anything for the last few days. Neto news died down. So you can see there's a lot of things going down. And yes, we play a lot of our deals close to our chest and we try not to give anything away. Is this Chiesa situation potentially something that has slipped through the cracks, and we are in this realm of looking at trying to buy Chiesa, and it has become a bit more public? We shall see. Anyway, guys, at the end of the video, I hope you enjoyed. Drop a like on the video if you did. Hit me in the comment section down below. Your thoughts and feelings about Chiesa. Your thoughts and feelings about Man City trying to nab one of our guys. Obviously, your thoughts and feelings about Regiulon to Sevilla. All things I've talked about in this video. Obviously, subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're quite close to 2,000, 2,800, 2,900. I can't remember exactly what it is. So do subscribe. Very much appreciate that. And obviously, hit the bell notification for more. But guys, at the end of the video, I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, guys.